Hey everybody, I want Wisdom here. We are back for part 109 of our Skylanders Giants blind playthrough. Finally started in on the upgrades. We've handled Jetvac and Lightcore Jetvac thus far. Going to move on now to Flashwing. The cool thing about Flashwing, since Jade Flashwing is now out, I've got two. That means we can take one down one path and the other down the second path, and that way kind of showcase both of them. Then when we get into nightmare mode, you can kind of see them in action, make up your own mind. In some cases, might decide to reset, or realize, hey, I hate the path he used. I'm glad I picked this one. So we're gonna back out. We will pull our Jetvac duo, and we will begin with a regular old Flashwing here.
Blinded by the light.
Again, big thing I want to point out, I'll have all this on the blog. I covered it in detail in part 107, the money breakdown. But to fully upgrade a Newlander, base upgrades, whichever path, and the soul gem, you're going to need 8,520. As you can see, Flashwing's got plenty in the bank. But we're going to go ahead, here's her base attack, secondary attack, and we're now going to finally upgrade those. And do what we come up with. Do want to mention Flashwing. I think people are slowly starting to appreciate her more. She's Cassie's favorite. Last I knew from Cassie, she was leaning towards I think the Lighthouse path, and then I think she took another one. She's got two of the regular Flashwings, and then Jade. I think she took the other one down Super Shards, and I actually was enjoying it too. So guess that means both paths are good.
Ready for another magical upgrade?
I think, let me check the blog right now and see what the current, right now, Super Shards is up 43-23 and Flashwing, so people are clearly leaning towards the primary over the secondary, but we're going to go ahead and upgrade her. Big thing here is we're going to start with the base stuff because we haven't done anything. So, her first upgrade, Surrounded by Shards. Press Z. That's pretty sweet. She starts with her tertiary to fire crystal shards in all directions but forward. Cost is 300 again. Bear in mind down there at the bottom shows you your total and then how many winged sapphires you've got. 20 is the maximum number, gives you the biggest discount. If you've completed the game, you don't have 20, go back and get them. It'll stretch your coin a little bit farther. So, nonetheless, we'll pick this one up. Sounds pretty sweet for a first upgrade.
Power supreme.
Okay, so let's check it out. Yeah, that's pretty odd. I mean, this is something that I could see like being a soul gem or something. You can't shoot at the same time, like with your A button. That said, that's pretty dadgum cool. I'm impressed. I mean, for that to be the very first upgrade, that's like something I'd expect late in the game. Like I said, maybe a soul gem even. That said, we're going to come in now, pick up Luminous Lasers. Hold A to charge up a powerful laser shot. Cost is 420.
Crystal power.
Alright, well, didn't mean to do that, but since we're out here, we'll just go to my usual point in this game. I'm as far back as you can be, basically. There's our base one. It actually goes almost to the end of the ship. Let me hold A down. Didn't even see it. Okay. Don't know the damage it'll do, but it looks pretty sweet. Here's a better look at the Z. I could see that coming in really handy in numerous situations, ambushes, especially in nightmare mode, which is where we're headed.
Ready for another magical upgrade?
Yes, we are. That's why we're here. Next one, our third base upgrade, is going to be Light Speed Shards. Shoot crystal shards much faster and deal extra damage. Cost 540. Again, so far tonight, that stupid slam bam light thing isn't dropping frames. So, oh yeah, that's ridiculous. Incredible speed there. She's a character that with her base 4 upgrades would probably, I mean, I can't think of anything, you know. The ridiculous thing here is Armored Aura. Condensed light increases your armor. If that's plus 40, I don't even know why she has paths after this, in all honesty. But I do want to point out her soul gem here is Crystal Lighthouse, 2400. If for whatever reason, like say that was the armor or something, or you've got the money and you're upgrading and you're, you know, wanting to see what it is, you can buy that now before you get into the paths. But we're gonna have to back out now, and I've got to check her
Outshining
armor.
the rest.
Oh, okay, so her armor is currently at trying to think how they do that. Where it's at on the bar, that would have to be at 50. It's showing the total, so nonetheless it's 30, and then I guess her hat is plus 20. That must be why I put it on her, because it had crazy stats. It doesn't really look that good, but you know, obviously 20 armor is a big deal. But I want to know what this Armored Aura actually adds in terms of the numerical value. If it's plus 40, that's going to be, I mean, ridiculous. Again, right here, if you buy that upgrade and you start freaking out, you know, if you did them all at the same time like I just did, and you want to actually think about it, all you have to do is press B. If you know what you want to take, press A down the selected path. But your top path is Super Shards. Upgrade your Crystal Shard attacks. I really wish they'd let you read the descriptions here to kind of help out. And then Super Spinner, upgrade the Shimmering Spin ability, which that's yet to be touched really. You know, it may not even, like I said, if I'm not going to pick one yet, I want to see what this Armored Aura did to her.
Power supreme. My time to shine.
Holy, okay, that is insane. As you should know by now, if you've watched any of my Skylander videos, I'm a big Earth Element fan. Tariff and Dino Ring, you know, in particular. She was at 30, and then the hat was plus 20, which, you know, the hat's pretty freaking impressive too. But she went from 30 to 70, meaning that even though that aura is the last of her basic upgrades, it's not down a path, it's not her soul gem, it's a base upgrade, one of the cheap ones. It's plus 40, meaning that she went from 30 to 70, and then with the hat, that's why that bar is close to being maxed out. I know the hat, like I said, looks stupid, but it's plus 20. That puts her armor currently at 90. That is insane. I mean, like I said, I'm real big on Earth Element. You know, Terrafin and Dino Ring, two of my favorites. I love Prism Break. They've got that armor thing going for them, and like I said, I could see Flashwing stopping right here and now, just with those base upgrades, and she would be a beast in my opinion. That said, there's still more to go, so you know, we're gonna come in and take advantage of it. So we are going to upgrade. I will be honest with you, common logic right now, at least the way I operate and play the game, tells me to take Super Spinner. Reason being, her first 3 upgrades, you know, she's kind of got the long shot, the charge shot, and then, you know, the Armored Aura, and then just insanely quick on the shards. Trying to see, I don't seem to see a color variation on this stuff. I don't know what Jade's gonna look like. But I mean, if, you know, like say there wasn't a Jade Flashwing and I just had one Flashwing to work with, I would probably take Super Spinner for the simple fact, like I said, it's yet to be addressed, and based on the upgrades we've seen thus far, I'm thinking that her shards are going to be insanely effective as is. Let's see here. You can, if you get in a bind right here and you want to research it on your own, you can actually back out like I said, but when you go to the character menu, you can click on upgrades and they'll actually show you the description. Again, I really wish they did that at this point in time. I think both paths will be good. It's just Super Spinner, like I said, hits something that hasn't been addressed. I'm just trying to think. I don't think Jade shoots green shards. Yeah, it said her spin ability from the beginning is pretty efficient as is. Like I said, the issue is we've got two, and you know, if I just had the one, I'd be on Super Spinner already. Just trying to think which one would suit Jade better. I don't remember the shards from Jade being green, so I think I'm going to take Jade down Super Spinner, which means we're going to take this Flashwing down Super Shards. And again, this right here is totally pointless because we've gotten no upgrade, we just selected a path. That's why if you pick it the first time, you know, when you get your last initial upgrade, you can avoid it. Note that now, once you have selected that, you do have the ability to pick up your soul gem again. But again, down Super Shards, the first one is shooting shards. Crystal shards stick in walls and shoot their own crystals when A is pressed again. Again, this is ridiculous. I mean, that's like a soul gem power. We're going to go ahead and pick it up.
Supreme.
Yeah, I don't know that. Wait. Okay, so oddly enough, we can do this in Persephone's cabin. I guess it can go in a wall or a couch. But, I mean, if you see over there, I'm shooting, and then that shard is actually shooting just above her umbrella hat. It's plus 20 armor, so don't laugh at it. That is insane. We're gonna continue on our ridiculous quest here. Crystal craziness. If that wasn't good enough for you, up to 3 crystals stick in walls and shoot their own crystals when A is pressed again. Obviously, the only downside here is if you're in an open area. That said, in the game, if they embedded in a couch, I'd assume they'd like embed in a house or something like in Pirate Seas. You got like the little town areas maybe. But cost is $13.20. Let's pick this up and preview that here. Love Lounge, I don't know what to call this place. So there's one, there's two. Wait. So there's. Okay, so yeah, I mean, there's all 3 of them. I've got 2 over here and 1 over here, and I mean, she's basically created like a tripwire situation with voodoo or something. This probably is a horrible place to showcase it all, but I mean, I think you get the general idea. What? Healing crystals? Crystals embedded in a wall. Crystals embedded in a wall heal Flashwing when she is close. Again, this to me sounds like soul gem material, and it's down this path, so let's pick it up. We'll provide it if we click yes. Alright, so in theory, Flashwing's in nightmare mode. She's about to die. We've set up our little, you know, things here, and while she's weak and we're spamming the crystals, I can stand right here and it's going to regenerate her health as if we were in an elemental zone or something. It's insane. You know. Now, believe it or not, there's still more. It's going to be her actual soul gem. Crystal Lighthouse. Hold Z to create a crystal lighthouse that fires laser light beams. Soul gem can be found in Bringing Order to Chaos. Cost is 2,400. Let's go ahead and pick that up.
Crystal power.
Okay, so there's her Z attack, and then if you hold it, okay, you can't actually do anything else while that's going on. It appears to be limitless. I mean, I would have thought it would have expired by now. I don't know if that's going to do like a ton of damage, if it's like going to do 4 or 6 or something minuscule. But very, very impressed with Flashwing here. There's her charge shot. She's got the, that's her secondary one there. Just, once again, I mean, the earth element continues to amaze me. I don't really know what to say. There's her base attack, and then we can fire it insanely fast at will, kind of Drobot-ish if you want to look at it that way. Tertiary attack, you see there, her Soul Gem, the Crystal Lighthouse, incredible range. I mean, that covers the entire Dreadnought and halfway out to that island. Again, that we didn't upgrade this at all. That's why I would ordinarily, if I just had one character, pick that one. But let's see, I'm trying to find a wall we can work with here. Okay, so it sunk there, and so as you can see, both of those shoot crystals. We can have 3 of them, and then if I get close to one, it'll actually heal her. And let's not forget that one of her last base upgrade was plus 40 armor. So Flashwing is going to be pretty freaking awesome, I believe, down this path. Probably down the other one too. Like I said, I mean, look at this. It's, you know, like the elements, you get the armor, you get the spamming ability like you have with Drobot or Trigger Happy from the tech element. You get the healing power like you see with the life element. I don't know what the Crystal Lighthouse will do damage-wise again, but it's like encompasses the entire screen like a light core beam. The way you can use the 3 shards and they shoot their own crystal shards, that's kind of, you know, prism break type scenarios. Very, very impressed with her. I think that kind of glittery look you see is actually probably her, you know, armored aura, if you will. I noticed on this one last night when I was making money, I actually went ahead, I've upgraded some of the, or not fully, but just like their base upgrades on our old Series 2 guys everyone's familiar with. I'm going to showcase their paths to you, but like I noticed on Drill Sergeant, I bought his Soul Gem. I'm also going to show you their WoW Pal. I'm not buying those yet, but his Soul Gem, I actually kind of put this like tech aura around him. I don't remember it from the first game. Might be because I went with the secondary path and it's kind of like that black or purple, but nonetheless, the bottom line here is Flashwing is basically in full-on beast mode when you do her base upgrades, and then you get to pick a path, and then you get a Soul Gem. So still have to see how she does in-game, but I mean, she did pretty, I mean, you've seen me use her box stock in the game, and she did very well for herself. So having all this in her back pocket, I mean, I think she's going to be very, very well prepared for Nightmare mode now. So yet again, the Earth element, like I said, continues to impress me, and we'll have to see how she does in game, and then maybe in some player versus player stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and end this one. Believe it or not, there's more, because we're going to come back in part 110, introduce Jade Flashwing's full upgrades, and we're going to take her down Super Spinner, so we can kind of showcase that path to you. But I will end this one here. Like I said, I mean, her first 4 upgrades, I mean, that's almost enough for me to like justify everything. I mean, there's some characters I feel like don't get that good of an upgrade when they've gone the full course of their path, and she has it in her first 4. So I'm very impressed. I'm very excited to actually see what she does in terms of, you know, gameplay, getting her, you know, out in some heroics or nightmare mode coming up. So that said, stay tuned. We'll hit all that up here shortly, but we're going to end this one, come back, do Jade Flashwing. Like I said, we'll take her down Super Spinner, kind of see how that path pans out. But again, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, for a quick response to any questions or comments, I suggest you use the blog. I have links in the video description, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. Again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we are off to check out Jade Flashwing's upgrades now.